In response to all allegations that illegal coal mining and transportation is continuing in the state and that the government is delaying auction process of unclaimed coal, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma today said that there was no truth to these claims. Hitting back at Leader of Opposition Dr. Mukul Sangma, the Chief Minister said that opposition is speaking without facts and without detailed information. He also accused the opposition leader of politicizing the matter and giving political statements to confuse the people.
Very clear that the government, from our side, along with the necessary instructions that have been given by the NJT and the Supreme Court, we are following the guidelines that have been given by them. And the NJT and other environmental bodies are very active. So if there are any issues like that, then it would have been raised at that level. I think speaking without facts and without really going into all the details of the fact that we have followed procedures in every situation, I think it's incorrect to just simply give statements like that.
Again, let me just come. He did use this.
Just go with specific questions, guys. If just
distasteful,
limited.
And at the same time saying that all the officials in this coal mining belt are working under duress of your government. What do you have to say?
That's a statement and opinion he's given. I think it's a political statement, I would say, and he was just trying to give statements to confuse people or just giving statements for whatever purpose or political angle that he has. But there is no truth in any of these. As I said, we have been very, very particular that the rules have to be followed, the procedure has to be followed, and we will stick by the law. So we are very clear about that.
Calling the opposition confused, he said that their contradictory statements showed that they have no clear knowledge of facts.
Yeah, I think the opposition actually has been kind of going from one stand to another stand, and they keep changing their stand. In the beginning, they said that there is no 32 lakh metric ton. Then after that, they come out after a week saying that, well, the 32 lakh metric ton should be auctioned. Why is the government delaying it? So I think first thing is that the opposition must know what they're talking about. This looks very bad on their part to give statements that are contradicting themselves. So I think that's number one. So the fact that after saying that there is no coal, there was no 32 lakh metric ton a week later, for the opposition to then come up and say that when will the government complete the auctioning of 32 lakh, it should speed it up. Number one, it shows the confusion within the opposition and that they're not clear about the facts. Number two, the process of auctioning has been moving and we have been, in fact, after we took over the government, we have moved the Supreme Court to ensure that this particular ban was lifted. A lot of work has gone into it. Ultimately, Supreme Court has allowed the 32 lakh metric ton to be auctioned out. But then in that, certain criteria and provisions were put in. And therefore, we had to follow those procedures. And as I've been mentioning from day one, that we are very clear that we will follow the procedures. The reason that there were certain delays in the whole procedure is because we are following the guidelines that have been laid down by the Supreme Court and the NJT to ensure that we comply with all of that. For example, it was put in that the transportation of the coal from the pit heads and the different stocks to the depots that will be manned also by CIL needs to be done by the government. Now, these kind of things are very complicated for us to do because the government has not done this before. Getting all this large quantity of coal from the pit head or from the stock to the depot was a huge challenge for us. So these kind of things have delayed to some extent, but we are very, very close now. The transportation has been done and is being done as we speak also. And we're sure that we'll be able to, very, very soon, we'll be able to come out with the auctioning, at least in certain districts, if not all. We should be able to do it very, very shortly. Thank you very much.